Thanks guys. Yeah, like Viv says, my name's Craig. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for coming. So yeah, I get sent for therapy by my employer, right? Now I'd heard that people have been sent on communication courses or anti-harassment training. I didn't think after going to those two that they would send me for therapy as well. I wasn't officially sent, it was strongly advised by my boss in one of those meetings that feels more like a surprise intervention. So, starts off casual where, can we have a wee chat? And then an hour and 45 minutes later I'm talking about stuff for childhood and Greek miser. Real can't wait to get that promotion tears, you know. So, eventually she said, look, we're here to support you, which sounded nice until she added, we just don't know how. She eventually said, look, we could refer you in for some CBT. Now, embarrassingly, I didn't have any point of reference other than one for those letters. And I found myself asking the question, what, cock and ball torture? It might work, I don't know. She said, no, cognitive behavioural therapy. Somebody to talk to about some of that stuff from childhood. And honestly, guys, I was thinking I'd rather have my balls in the vice. But off I went to therapy. It was through Hockey Health. The guy was sound, he knew the score. The only thing is he kept using fashion metaphors that was throwing me. He would say stuff like, you're wearing your trauma, you need to learn to take that off. Which ironically sounds like something we'd covered in the anti-harassment course. I said, of course I'm wearing it. I said, but you need to understand, this is a hand-me-down. I said, we've had this in my family for generations. He said, okay, rolling with that analogy, can't you see that it's tattered and wrinkled? I said, I have not exactly the type to iron out my shoes, that's what I did. I ended up getting fed up with all the kind of gawk and shite and told him up on it and said it's not working. He said, well, what did you expect from therapy? And I says, I don't know, not an episode of Say Yes to the Depressed, but maybe something off TV, you know, couches, ink blot tests, maybe an attractive therapist. I said, oh, we don't use the ink blot tests anymore. He says, but I've got a few, you know, cards if you want to take them away with you. So I took them home, staring at the wee blots of ink, genuinely thought you wouldn't be able to make anything out on these things. But when I stared at those cards that night, that was the clearest I had seen Father Boyd's cock since back when I was a Sorry, that was a cheap joke. It was more like Bishop of Venice. No, the therapy was good. It reinforced that it's okay to be vulnerable. Not the most popular opinion at the moment with all the alpha male guys out there. You know the type, the ones that think that feelings are a conspiracy. One of these guys in my work said to me, real men don't go to therapy. And I said, well, real men don't microwave sardines in the work kitchen. Here you are, Brian. Again. He says, oh, I need the protein for my workouts. They always need the fucking protein. And he says, I wouldn't dare come for eat as he screwed his eyes at my second box of Jaffa Cakes. And I thought to myself, mate, you know, you deadlift 150 kilos in a room full of mirrors in your spare time. Like, you must be starving for something. Attention, obviously. But the closest I've came to any of that kind of overt masculinity was just last week. I was in the car, listening to The Business by Tiesto, and what I did was I intentionally drove through a red light. Oh, yeah. For context, it was 3 in the morning. I was night shift. I could clearly see that there was no other cars about. For context on the music choice, I've not got any other than I'd ran out of Red Bull. So I come at this junction, no cars like I said, but there's a guy walking down the street who clocks what I've seen. He's not happy about it. He gives me a wee gesture, right? Now he doesn't give me the finger, doesn't call me a wanker, but what he does is worse, right? He looks me dead in the eye, and he wags his finger at me. Like, really going for it? Fucking finger wag. I've never felt so judged by somebody wearing a thin shirt tally. But no, that shit hit me hard, man, honestly. You don't recover from that. That has impacted me more than any of my boss's concerns, any of my therapist's metaphors, any unsolicited advice from those alpha fuckheads. And I can promise you this, the next time I see Brian microwaving sardines, he'll be getting full on fucking